Despite currently being in isolation, 1-year-old Romano still enjoys playtime. But there's a weight on the mind of his parents, Claudio and Juliana. They were both employed in hospitality, but work has dried up. Now, they don't know how they're going to pay the rent.
I think we're looking for at least a 6 months situation without a job, and that if we have to pay the rent on top of that, it's really hard.
The spread of the virus has forced thousands of Australians out of work, which is making an already stressed rental market even worse.
Traffic to our website is through the roof. We're getting phone calls and emails and Facebook messages every day of people really scared about being able to hold on to their homes and use that home as the place to sit out this crisis and recover.
And it's not just renters concerned. Monika Gyi is a casual teacher and in isolation ahead of an operation. Her husband Lloyd is a musician and work has disappeared.
I'm worried that in a few weeks we won't be able to pay the mortgage, let alone groceries, bills, all of that. It's a very real fear.
These issues are all expected to be discussed by the National Cabinet tonight. New laws have now been passed in New South Wales, which will let the state government act immediately after that meeting. Measures could include banning evictions for tenants behind on their rent during this crisis.
We need this government action to prevent potentially tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of people living in their cars, living in overcrowded, cramped, unhealthy conditions, or living on the street.
All in the middle of a pandemic.
Are you registering today?
The weekend pastime of watching homes go under the hammer is gone for now, and busy inspections have been replaced with private viewings.
This is a really watershed time for real estate agents. We've never been in this situation before.
People thinking of selling perhaps suspected this would happen.
At $1,150,000.
Last weekend was the second busiest for auctions this year, and this weekend was to be the busiest, with thousands of homes scheduled to go under the hammer.
Sold.
Many have been cancelled, while some agents are finding alternatives.
Virtual auctions and only open houses, it's a whole new world for us.
On Melbourne's eastern fringe, Angelika Kingsley was hoping for a quick sale.
I feel it's going to take a lot longer this time now due to the virus.
She's hoping she won't have to discount her $730,000 asking price.
Not straight away, possibly, ask me again in 3 months, I might have a different answer.
Some leading economists believe national home prices could drop by 20%, but it's only if the shutdown is long and if unemployment more than doubles from here, which is not out of the question. Landlords like Tracey Clancy have already been hit. She's cut the rent by $100 a week for her out-of-work tenants.
I can afford it at the moment, that's for sure. But circumstances may change, who knows?
The majority of Australia's rental accommodation is owned by mum and dad investors.
If it does go for longer than, say, 6 months, then I think that's where we start seeing the risks becoming much more extreme.
The major banks have all said they'll give borrowers some leniency over the next 6 months, but it's not clear what happens after that.